Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, aka the Bod Father, along with my lovely co-host,
Crystal.
We have an awesome interview for you guys and gals that's out there this evening. We have Blackwater Drowning on the phone with us right now. They are from Salisbury/Charlotte, North Carolina. They have a current EP that's out right now called Delusionary. We're going to be talking to them about that. Plus, hopefully they got some damn good other music coming out. A new album, possibly. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if you guys don't
writing process right now, so.
Oh, sweet. So if you guys don't care, introduce yourself, and we'll get right into this.
All right. I'm Morgan. I'm the singer. I'm Adia. I'm the bass player / a little bit of backing vocals.
I'm Lily. I am the guitar player / a little bit of backing vocals. I'm Jeremy, guitar player. And our drummer is, I think, possibly...
At the bar!
Yeah, probably at the bar.
Yeah.
We don't have any more room in the car.
Yeah, he's had a stressful evening so far. We'll let him just drink a little bit there. How about that?
Yeah, that's to do with the drummer.
So I want to talk about the EP a little bit. I know it's an oldie, but I want to talk about it a little bit. So what's impressed you guys the most about making that EP, Delusionary? What's caught your eye about it, if anything, possibly?
Well, it was a very seamless process for us because we recorded with some local friends of ours who are actually in another fantastic band. And they actually came and just recorded the drums on video camera and programmed all the drums from that. And then we recorded guitars into an Axe Effects, and then I recorded my vocals in a closet. So it was very painless as far as recording it, and they made it sound great, and we're really happy with what they did. So it's exciting to see how, and they continually are getting better too. So I'm excited to see what it's going to sound like next time.
Yeah, on the new one. I think it's a great EP, and we're super proud of it. But like you said, it's starting to become an oldie. So we've grown so much since that point. I think the next one's probably just gonna, be twice as brutal.
That's the plan anyway.
Yeah.
How did you all like working with Giant Spoon Productions on Delusionary?
I love them. Yeah, they're in this band called Ozai from around here, and they're an excellent band. It was funny. The reason we hit them up was because their recording sounded really good, and I was like, who did you go to? And they were like, oh, well, we did that. And I was like, oh, really? So we recorded with them, and it was really nice. They have this perfect blend of professionalism with fun. So they're not overbearing with their professionalism to where you're not having a good time, because it's nerve-wracking, it's a little stressful when you're laying the tracks, but they do keep it light enough that it was just a really good time. It's probably the best time I've ever had recording in the times I've done it. Yeah, they're great. Highly recommend. Well, Lily wasn't with us at that time. Lily's our new addition, our wonderful new addition that we're so happy with. But she wasn't there for it, so she'll be for next time.
The happy thing about phone interviews is y'all can't hear me blush.
Oh, I got a question for Lily here in just a little bit. You wait and see. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Any songs off the EP that stand out more to you than any, if possible?
Well, favorites. I don't really have a super duper favorite. I really love Deity, but I love what they did to Making Glass to make it what it is. It was just some changing of note choices and stuff that really just made the whole song a lot better. So that would definitely be the one that really came to life in the studio. Yeah.
Yeah, Making Glass was my favorite before I joined the band, and since playing, I would have to go with Liar Inside.
This is Adia. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of doom metal, death metal, and all that. So Easy Prey at that time was my favorite. I don't know that it still is, but I think it's still my favorite on the EP. And I then know, and it's nobody else's, just mine. What about you, Jeremy?
I don't really have a favorite. I like all of them equally as well. I'm just always looking ahead to the next thing to make the next song better than anything that's on the EP now. So.
Right.
Yeah, Jeremy though has got his head about 2 steps ahead. He's not living in the past at all.
Yeah, no.
Favorite song on the EP is Predator.
What's the new one?
Which is not on it as a joke.
Yeah.
How much musical growth do you all feel you've seen since adding Chris and Lily to Blackwater Drowning?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, a lot. Our original drummer was excellent, and he couldn't continue with us for personal reasons and work. So we hit up Chris, who we've always admired for his ability in other local bands, and luckily he loved as much as we do and has just really brought up our stage energy, especially, to a whole new level. And he's really creatively minded, always looking to expand his playing and what he's doing to be the best. And of course, Lily just adds a whole other dimension of energy as well, and has just really brought up our, like, the positivity and good vibe of the band in general has just increased so much. And you can really tell, like, when you see us live and hang out with us, it's just a lot of fun.
Different experience.
Yeah.
And I think one thing I really like about Chris as our drummer now is Chris will sit there and he's got great instincts all around, not just on drums, but in general. So when we're sitting talking about, hey, what do we want to do here? Do we like this? Do we like that? He's got opinions on guitar riffs. He's got opinions on, vocal licks. He's everything. And he's got really good instincts there. I love Lily as a person, but musically, my favorite fucking thing is that Jeremy is at this point able to write things a little more intricate and has somebody that can keep up, and not only keep up, but is writing right there with him, which is not something we've had in the band before. So Jeremy has written everything, and and hopes that the other person could do it. So this is really opening up huge doors for us musically.
Indeed, agree with that.
Right.
So let's talk about the new album. Are you guys currently writing? Are you currently, going to start in the studio soon with this? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Always writing.
We are very, very deep in the writing process right now. We started playing a new song, Predator, which, Crystal, you heard last weekend. We just started playing that in November, and we're working on a couple of other songs. We've got a handful in the works and one or two that we're polishing off and finishing up right now. Although songs really are never finished until they're
released. And even if we want. I think, we've actually got about 2.5 in the pipes. And what happened with us was we were at a place where we were like, well, when we play on the weekend, we'll take Sunday off to rest. On Sundays, usually our practice day. And we've become so busy that we had to, look at each other and say, hey, guess what? Even when we play Saturday night, we don't get home before in the morning. We have to get together. We have to hammer these out. So that's what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. So very soon, within the next, month or two, you're going to see a lot of new songs, I think, coming out. I think so, yeah.
Well, what helps you all to keep your minds open when you're writing new music?
For me, it's just listening to all kinds of different music, and I try to listen to stuff that isn't metal because it helps me expand my mind and think of melodies in new ways, and that wouldn't just be like a copy of some other metal band's stuff.
Yeah.
I do a lot of pop.
Yeah. I think also, I don't know, we all have diverse backgrounds, anything from punk rock to new metal to death metal to what have you. But for Broadway, we all love all kinds of music. I grew up with my dad was a saxophone player, so I grew up with blues and honky tonk and stuff. But I think our synergy is really what keeps our minds open because we come with all these diverse things, but when we come together, for some reason, it's just very seamless. So I think and you can hear it in the music. You can hear a lot of blends coming together in a really wonderful way. I feel really lucky that we have this, and I think it sets us apart.
Jeremy's opened my mind a lot. We write very similarly, which is why we've been able to keep up with each other so well, but also, there are techniques that I would have never thought to try out before joining the band.
Mm-hmm. Same.
And just watching the way that Jeremy plays, my playing style is completely different now than it was when I joined at the end of September. It's very quickly evolving.
Good thing.
As far as music goes, I listen to a wide range of stuff just to try to come up with new, more sort of rhythm ideas than riff ideas, because the riffing part comes easy to me, but it's changing up and finding different patterns and actual rhythms is what's harder for me.
But not for Chris and I. So it's like I said, where somebody else starts to struggle, that's somebody else's forte. It's just I've been in other bands. I've never been in a band where everybody so easily came together and worked so well together. And I think that's, number one, what works best for us. I think it comes across. Yeah, we all work well together, and we're not like, oh, I'm not going to listen to what you have to say. It's all we all work together.
How much local support does Blackwater Drowning get from the fans and plus radio? Does radio play you guys any at all?
We haven't really submitted to radio around here, but we get a lot of play on like internet radio that they ask to like play our songs on the radio, and we're like, sure, why not? Mm-hmm. There's like only really one local station around that plays local bands like on Sunday. But as far as like bands and other bands, we are very fortunate to have so many supportive people that they share our stuff all the time. They come to as many shows as they can, and it's just very, what's the word? Tight, supportive. Yeah, tight, supportive. It's a great community. It's a really good community of people, and we all really, really support each other. There's not a lot of competitiveness, at least not that I see. But it's a really good family in our bands, and also fans. I mean, we've got fans that drive hours to see us regularly, and it's and every time it means so much to us. Yeah. And we really appreciate it, and they know it. So it's excellent. Yeah, couldn't ask for better.
Plus, I'm going to be playing the shit out of your guys' music too, because Crystal got me turned on to you guys. She's like, you need to listen to this band,
yeah.
And I was like, fuck, this is awesome.
Hey, that's what I want to hear. Yeah.
What can fans expect at one of your shows? I already know the answer to this, but
well, we just try to party, and we try to bring anyone who wants to into the party with us. I mean, we love to take pictures. We love to drink, throw down, whatever. Like, we just want everyone to have a good time.
Yeah, to be fair, Crystal, I was so sick and on copious amounts of Benadryl at the Sounds and Clothing thing. So please, do not judge me on that. Like, I was so deathly. But
I wasn't feeling good that night either.
Oh man, I was so sick. I was like, please kill me. I think we have some silliness that I enjoy. Yeah, we probably have a lot of silliness, and right. Yeah. So you definitely expect silliness. We don't take ourselves too seriously.
Our band chat is memes and puns.
Yeah, that's it. It's hard work. It's hard work. You don't get a lot of sleep. You're rushing around all the time. You're trying to juggle your day job with your passions, and so when you get to our show, like we're all that's all we're looking forward to is getting there and doing it, and so it's a huge relief of all the tension we've been carrying all week, and we're very friendly, so we want to talk to everybody. You definitely expect us to come up and get in your face if we don't know who you are, and just be like, hey, I'm audience. Your name, So,
what does Blackwater Drowning bring to the table for music that's not out there as of right now, guys?
Well, I think that we just bring an interesting mix of heavy rhythm and like some catchy melodies, and hopefully that's something that's a little bit different than what's out there. Like, at least for my part on vocals, I want to do like a little bit of everything. I want to have a lot of the belted vocal style of like Evanescence mixed with the brutality of like the Agonist, whereas Lamb of God, and whereas in the Agonist she does more of a high voice. I would prefer to do more of like a rock belt, and so that's a little bit different, I think, on my part anyway. I think so I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. I don't know what the rules are here. So I think from the inside, it's so fucking hard to say. What is it? Do we, because we're inside of it. We're so enmeshed. We've written it. So we've heard it a million times. And it starts to get to where we don't know is it different. What do you guys think? Am I allowed to ask the interviewers a question? Is that against the rules?
No, that's not against the rules. No. I think it's any new bands that's out right now. I think it's a breath of fresh air. I mean, there's a lot that's repeating every band, but I think you guys are not. I think you guys are a different style of music that should be out there right now.
Hey, we did it, you guys. We're doing it.
You guys impressed me so much on stage. Like, I've seen so many bands, and I've like a lot of bands, but you guys really fucking blow me away on stage.
Oh, yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah, I told Krista earlier, I was like, is that Alyssa White from, what's from Arch Enemy? Is that it? Is that who she plays for?
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. I love her. And not Morgan Riley from Blackwater Drowning.
Poor Jeremy. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, he's used to it. The girls are like,
Jeremy fits the stereotype of the quiet lead guitarist to a fucking T.
Yeah, absolutely. He really
does.
He's a little bit. He's the glue. He's the glue we need. Cute.
He stands there during the interviews with his man stance, like, yeah, I'll need to answer this shit. I'll let them take care of it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
What made you guys want to become a musician? What was that spark for each of you?
Ooh, question. That's that question. Jeremy, you start. Yeah, Jeremy, start. So this thing quiet.
Probably just listening, like discovering MTV when MTV was still worth a shit.
Yeah.
And discovering music through that, and like hearing like Metallica and Nirvana for the first time as you're kind of growing up, it makes you want to pick up an instrument. And then once you figure out what your instrument is, like it just kind of takes off from there. Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, I've always loved music growing up. I mean, I studied it in college, but really what got me wanting to be a musician was listening to punk rock. Shit like Rancid and Rise Against and Bad Religion and things like that. Just the thought of, I'm a bleeding heart, liberal, hopeless romantic piece of shit. But the thought of being able to change the world or even one person with my music is the most amazing thing in the world to me. And so that's what I strive to do.
This is Audie. I fucking swore. I swore from childhood that I would not be a musician. Wasn't going to do it. My dad did it and achieved some real success. We were from New Jersey, from Mountain Park. He played with Bruce Springsteen and some other big artists out there, and that's where I saw growing up. But I also saw my amazingly talented father spend most of his life self-destructing. The drugs and the drinking and the sex and all the cliches. And I said, what, I'm not doing that. That's not going to be my life.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mid-20s, my little sister decided she was going to start a band. She was like 14. She started a band, but she couldn't keep a bass player. I said, all right, sweetie. I said, I'll tell you what. Let me go buy a bass. It doesn't look all that hard. Doesn't look all that hard, and I'll fill in. I'll play for you when you need somebody. I'll learn the songs and I'll do it. Because I was a good big sister. And we started sitting down and playing, and it just hit me. I was like, I've always supposed to been doing this. I should have always been doing this. And I didn't want the feeling, but there's really nothing you can do about it. And it's just, I have to do it. It's not even like I want to do it. Sometimes I'm like, God, I'm fucking tired. When do I get to sleep in or go to bed early, Yeah. But I have to, and I love it, and it's when I'm happiest. I'm happiest when it doesn't have to be on stage. It can be a practice. But when I'm playing music with these people that I call my best friends, I am just elated. There's nothing happier for me. So that's why I'm doing it.
For me, this is pretty stereotypical, but I grew up Christian, and then I discovered Evanescence. I've been singing since I could sing. There's home video of me singing my ass off to Pocahontas and all the Disney movies. So I grew up just singing, and my parents are performers and stage people themselves, so that kind of just came naturally to me. But I heard Evanescence, and I was like, oh, this is different. I like this. I want to do more of this. And then I started getting into progressively more heavy stuff, and then I discovered, I think it was OTEP was the one that made me go ooh, you can combine this heavy with cleansing and melody, and that's really cool, and I want to do that. So I just kind of made it happen. And now you knocked it the fuck out of the park, man. Like, no, I totally taking it and run with it. My bandmates give me a big head. We give you head. Oh, yeah. Say that on the radio. I mean, y'all.
Well, when you got evil coming out of your pussy.
Inside joke. Sorry. This is pre-recorded, right? We're good.
It doesn't matter. Y'all can say whatever you want to on the show. I don't care. It's my show.
Hey, don't say that to me.
Yeah, I'm on here almost every week, so you can say a bunch of weird shit. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, good.
What's the craziest thing that has ever happened while you guys were playing a show?
That would definitely be
Jeremy knows.
the last time we played. We're ready to play at Amos's, where a guy dove off stage where nobody was standing and broke his arm and ankle and leg.
Oh my God! I forgot about that. Okay, yeah. So at this venue that we're playing tonight, dude, I didn't even see him come up on stage. Anybody see him come up?
No, all of a sudden he was just like flying off.
He must have come off the side stairs, but I felt something kind of wing my arm, just barely graze my arm, and I look out, and I see this guy flying off the stage, and I'm all headbanging. So I'm just like, yeah. Nobody even knew. So it turns out later, one of our buddies was like, yeah, it was my cousin. They had to rush him to the hospital. He broke all these bones, and we were like, whoa.
Right, we didn't even know.
We had no idea. That was crazy.
Holy
That
crap.
sucks. We still need to send him a card, Joe.
Yeah, we do need to.
I know you guys get this a lot probably, but what's it mean to you guys when you receive an email from a fan, or prior to your shows or after your shows? You have folks that come and tell you that, hey, your music has pulled us through a tough time. It's, let me overcome obstacles, or it's just made me relax to your music of the everyday bullshit that we go through. What's that mean to you guys?
That is the most humbling feeling in the entire world.
Indeed. And like everything, like that's like why we do it.
Mm-hmm.
We do it for ourselves, but also to reach other people and to make them feel like they're part of something, and that someone else has gone through what they're going through is, I think, really the goal of all musicians in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, for me, it's most of it we'll get it verbatim, but just seeing the smiles, like when the people come in and we're like, hey, and they're happy, and we know they've had a fucking rough day. They didn't, and they sure as shit didn't have to go home, put on their metal tee and come the fuck out, but they do because it makes them happy, and that's great, because that's a bonus, entirely a bonus. We're doing it because we love it. That is like just the amazing fucking vegan cheesecake icing on our strawberry cake. It's awesome. So
Come on, Jeremy, don't leave me hanging, man.
Two of us are vegan, so we had to say it.
Come on, Jeremy, don't leave me hanging, brother.
Jeremy doesn't have feelings. He doesn't know.
All right. That's right. He's still standing in his man stance. I'm sorry, my bad.
He's a strong Southern man. He doesn't have the feel.
Crystal, you want to add anything on here?
I'm just looking forward to the next time I get to see you guys.
Yeah, too. We had such a good time now this thing, but I still had a way better time than should have been possible on Bonnaroo. So I'll say that.
There you go.
Yeah, I hope to get back out that way. Absolutely, as soon as possible. Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
you guys need to come up to Beckley and play.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, yeah.
Coach Munchies.
Yeah. Let's make that happen.
I'd just like to say thank you guys for your music. I'm definitely going to be supporting you guys a lot on here, thanks to Crystal. And you guys have a lot of...
Thanks to you both. That means a lot to us, because we absolutely cannot do all of the things. It's hard to go out. I know we need to be putting stuff out there, but it's, we all got full-time jobs and this and that and stuff going on. So, I mean, anybody that even just says our name and says, hey, check out this band, they're pretty cool, that means, I can't even say how much that means to us. It means the world. It really helps us. It really helps us out like we can't even say. So
how can folks stay in touch with you guys, find when you're going to be playing, buy some merchandise if they can? How can they do that?
All that is linked on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Blackwater Drowning. Everything, we try to keep like a cover photo with all of our current dates. And there's links in there to our online store. and anything else that you could possibly need. Or you can just message us too.
Yeah. And there will be a website coming up sometime this year.
Yeah.
It'll be happening, a dedicated website of our own to make it even easier.
We have, if you go to blackwaterdrowning.com, it redirects you to our Reverb Nation page, and it's pretty up to date with all the shows as well as our music.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, wouldn't y'all care to do a promo for the show?
Absolutely. What should we say? All right, let's do it. All right, Jeremy, start.
This is Jeremy, Lily,
Morgan, and Alia. We're with Blackwater Drowning, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour. Woo!
Stick around, guys. We got some great music coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and Uber City Radio. Thanks for my lovely co-host,
Crystal.
We'll see you guys next week.